Racing twilight on and on, without a clue, without a sign, without nothing.
Okay.
The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter, at ghost masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw.
The day has come. Are you all prepared?
Let us go.
Now, let's settle the score. We can't afford to lose. Let's go.
It's showtime.
I'm out of love, and I'm challenging you. I'm out of better, I'm in your face, and I'm here to see it through. Love before your
Do you need something?
eyes, words just multiply. Got the flame arise.
How
The inmate needs our guidance. Let's execute him! To a world beyond this one.
very well. Let us begin.
Are you finished? It is time, inmate.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I'm out of love, and I'm challenging you. I'm out of better, I'm in your face, and I'm here to see it through. Right before your eyes, words just multiply. Got the flame arise. It's time. As the power grows,
Whoa!
time is not for shows. Light us when we shine. Stop time. So you know that we are there, swatting lights in the making.
What kind of game will it? No matter what you bring out, we will emerge victorious.
You're making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight to my...
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his kill. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous. But can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had.
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil.
This is.
All we need to do to determine who is right. Now, why don't we begin?
What?
Is this?
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now, come at me!
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert!
Let's do this fair and square!
All right, let's do it!
Let's go. Hold on.
Persona!
Not this.
You my skills!
Let's do this fair and square!
What the?
Now let us play a game of roulette. Of course, acts of violence are forbidden here.
We already told you. There's no way we're gonna follow your rules anymore.
That's fine by me. Such troublesome people.
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do?
You will predict which pocket the ball will... Now, the time has come for our first round.
I'm almost positive she's going to try and cheat. We should go along with the game for now and try to gain evidence on her methods of cheating.
I agree.
Well, have you...
Really? I see.
How humiliating.
Let's catch her in the... Have someone... You're in charge? Joker. I'll show up.
I'm going to go?
Leave it to me. This is how it's done.
Let's do this fair and square!
The stuff... That must mean the betting... Persona!
Thank you.
The sniper is in their designated spot. All that's left is...
Very well, time to make your bet. Well, how will... Hopefully your prediction will be correct.
What was that about fair and square? You were You coward! What are you so quiet for? Say something!
Shut up! Shut up!
What the?
Cheating? Unfair? If you want a fair fight, then to hell with the game! I'll crush you by force. Fair and square, just...
So this is your true nature? We're finally back to a normal fight. Good luck, Joker.
Die on my blade!
Mona's health is low! She's way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her!
I'll put you down.
And die!
Die, die, die! God damn it!
Out of my way!
Rose life is in danger! Persona! Me, yeah!
I appreciate it.
My thanks.
I will win!
Taste my wrath! This one. It's time.
Much thanks.
I'm grateful.
This is my other self. Prepare yourself.
Persona!
Die, die, die!
Let's go. There.
Persona!
Persona! Ha!
I appreciate it.
Very helpful.
Persona!
Manifest!
As long as you win, it doesn't matter what method. Don't you all think the same? You're controlling the hearts of others to achieve your own goal.
It's not for us. Those actions...
I will win.
You're being a sore...
I never lose.
So this may be a good opportunity for us, Joker.
Thank you.
I'm grateful.
Let's go. Persona!
My skills exceed yours.
Dizzy.
Persona. Go down.
You alright?
I appreciate it.
Hardcore! My other self! Me! Yeah!
Thank you. I am thou. I lend it.
Manifest!
Come. You're mine.
Mona's in trouble! He's hurt bad! Lose!
This is my other self.
Persona!
Persona. Go down.
Witness my resolve! Ha!
Much thanks.
Very helpful.
Persona, die!
Persona!
I will justice can
Here I go! Speed up!
Persona. I'm not done.
Persona! Luna, aim!
This is my other self.
Manifest!
die on my blade.
Pro's got some moves!
It's time.
Time for my persona! Ha!
Let's go. Prepare yourself.
Persona!
I will win.
Hardcore! My other self! Ha!
I appreciate it.
I'm grateful.
Persona. All right.
Witness my resolve! Me!
Persona!
Chase my wrath!
Everywhere! You gotta watch them!
Die!
Both got knocked down! Come on, stay together!
Come. No.
Time for my persona! Ha!
Very helpful.
How undignified.
Time for a
This is my other self. Prepare yourself.
Die on my blade!
Robot knocked down! He needs cover! Here come the bus!
Persona!
Not that.
Bro doesn't have much health left! Someone heal him!
I shall push you to the sword!
Bro's up
My
again!
redemption.
It's payback time!
This is what separates us!
Don't dodge, damn it!
Witness my resolve! Ha!
Thank you.
I'm grateful.
You're in my way!
The enemy's power is rapidly increasing!
Winning is all that matters!
Persona!
You're mine.
Much thanks.
My thanks.
Coward! Die on my blade!
Bro's down! We need backup here! Persona!
I'll repay you somehow.
Go! Power up!
Power courses through me. Okay. Congratulations on the new skill.
I gotta use this next time! That's a new skill! Let's try it out! This will help me do better.
So I lost.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
Sorry. We'll go grab the
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been. With these aggressive investigations, twisting the truth. Please, you have to think about your justice.
My justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How?
Nijima-san. She's just like my. What caused them to change like this?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. The suspicion this deal we made was a great experience for... All right. To think that I, a detective, would... By no means. This shall be the end of our work. That was part of our promise. You have...
All right, we don't need to stay here any longer. Are you all right? I am. Let's go. Huh? Enemy readings! When did they... They're gathering outside!
For real? What the hell's going on?
Look at those numbers.
This doesn't look good. We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still... It doesn't make any sense. What's going... There are more coming? This will be dangerous if we don't do something! Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. A team this large would be discovered immediately. Although... well, no, that's too... Joker? Are you planning on distracting them by your...
Let him do it quick. He's quiet. Once his mind's made up. I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're talking about here.
Please don't do anything reckless. I'll never forgive you if you don't make it... We still haven't fulfilled our... Even more are coming!
This truly is a painfully
It seems we had best...
We'll see you later.
There's someone here.
Hey, up there!
He's here. Move it immediately.
Good. Now get...
This is our only...
Stay calm. You can get away now. We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end. What? Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting away. But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. work as always, Joker.
I bet Skull wouldn't pull it off that smoothly.
This happens because you have no sense for aesthetics.
There he is!
Just run! Okay, the enemy's focus is on him. Looks like the rest of us can move away. Everyone remember where we're meeting.
Stop right there! Get away!
Take him down, Joker!
Another you that exists within. We meet once again. You have progressed well through your recollections. Last spring, you awakened to this furious power. Now, use that power and defeat the enemies before you!
Comparing power levels.
Zona.
No threat.
That's not
Get him,
right.
Joker. The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. Everyone else,
Let's go.
get to position.
Some other way. Zona. There.
Persona!
North. Come. Cerberus.
Persona!
Don't rush it.
Your fate will soon be determined. Recall everything. Remember the bonds you have forged with your friends. If you are fated to continue past this point, then we shall surely meet again.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. You did more of them? Joker, behind you! All right,
Come on, man.
I'm okay.
Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What? All right.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
Through there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there! There's nowhere to run!
See ya.
Huh, what a show-off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be!
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Go over there! Stop struggling! Suspect secure!
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed! Cuff him!
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you?
Give it up!
Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? hear my question? Answer! Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's...
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor signed Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be...
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being...
I'm calling because I knew you'd...
I will not be convinced unless I can... This is my...
I won't be...
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Well done on... Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have... The effects of that drug are gonna wear off. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is If you want to win this unreasonable game... If you wish to take back your stolen... Recall the bonds you formed with your allies, and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time... I do have a suggestion. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening... I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case. On to Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case. So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the... I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group. Can you tell me about them? So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves. Might he be a part of your team too? So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me. Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to... Why won't you talk about them? Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide such things. Justice? Then tell me, what is this? Saving... What an awfully simple... You continue to stand firm. You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a... But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn... The truth, huh? I don't even know... After all this, you're still... Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing. But unfortunately, although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak. Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct...
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. Goodbye. Do you mean this interrogation? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask. There's something that's been bothering me for some... Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told a short while later I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out. If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader. Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to... You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the date?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. That's right. I'm sure Makoto and the others told you we need to show it to the true culprit. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get? And what about this smart... The true cult...
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, and thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdown.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. What do you... Oh my god. You're referring to him, aren't you? You think? What are you plotting? I can't even begin... But it appears my time is up. This will be my last... Very well. I've listened to your... And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world this... I'll place my bet. I just need to show him the phone.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment, granting thee infinite power.
All right. All right.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible. How did you get...
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well.
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here. Nobody would ever know if things got a little...
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the fan...
That was but a lie I spread to set... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your...
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show... My God. You're referring...
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubted good luck in there.
Foolish woman. May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer.
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile. All right. Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Hmm? Shido-san, my job.
I've told you not to call me by... Regardless, all that's left...
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, But that would only end. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident one.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no... I will keep my eye on them, just...
I'll be count.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for...
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you...
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my...
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as beyond that. What of the direct...
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No. It can't be. Even... Shit.
What was all that about, The Phantom Thief Alibaba?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice. Sai Niji.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to... You must save him.
You want me to... What is it?
Anyway, what...
Did anyone else? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true.
It's a Ketchi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things.
You?
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any... I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young man who's...
Can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor. Considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened. Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Hey, you realized it too. It was our conversation about pain. There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me. Right. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah, that was my... Okay, let's get everyone on the same... more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone. I agree. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the so it's impossible. I didn't say it was That's perfect. Don't worry, I'll tell you the details. This is gonna be...
I see. So we're going to use...
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell it...
It seems you find this game is not over yet. There are still things that...
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work.
Waiting upstairs. Go tell him I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I...
It's ancient history now.
Man.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard!
How have you been? You're not float. It truly is a relief to see her.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told any? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against...
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any... so what was this mistake, Akechi?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice. Yes.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake... That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like... That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone. I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his...
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. Public security questioning will occur on the first day.
Is this...
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy...
So they plan to get rid of that guard.
Well then, I will make... And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the... When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone...
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crime.
On top of that, there's someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination. That's why we had to make a move before they did. We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him. Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we need.
What condition?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it. Yeah, it's good we have her heading...
Makoto is normally so calm as...
I did have a bit of a rival, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I'm sorry I couldn't see.
That goes for the both. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the
And regarding its location, I take it you used the date...
I'm sorry. There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced they looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in...
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying as a result. Even though we managed to grab the treasure. Except that was, we had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected,
him getting captured by the police went exactly...
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of... But how did you lure Akechi into this
all I needed were the...
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately, by having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as...
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never... That persuasion was... We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky...
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a...
As a result, we emerged...
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true...
Yes. Plus, you...
This is stunning.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the bot?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have...
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually... And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown... As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Mijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though. The callous use of violence? If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, I'm truly glad.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the...
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated, to avoid drawing. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for...
Well, I knew right away.
I wanted to believe.
Ryuji's a bit on the
Can it?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the... What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to... You saved me after...
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Let's take a break for now, though. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town.
Let us accept his offer.
That sounds
It's me.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct?
No, more importantly, you've done...
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled.
I had him work quite... His loss should be more...
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves'
The SIU is in disarray with his death.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero.
All possible hindrances are now...
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees, as candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 8th.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to...
Why don't we
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all...
Akechi accidentally let that slip after he said Shido-san.
Shido?
He is unmistakably a man of power.
Shido? Could it be...
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji?
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is...
Huh?
Do you have some kind of...
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which... First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by... He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest...
So his current position and popularity... We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials from the moment Wakaba died. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose...
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get...
Originally, I was looking into the mental. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding this. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated party. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was the mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido
This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the...
We gotta expose that rotten...
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location...
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shape.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about...
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent.
Talk about small...
Perhaps it's the Diet Building?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. No need to waste time with him, we just gotta hit the head. Nobody again?
Of course!
He will be a worthy...
Let's win this... Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all...
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to...
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing...
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the... He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi a mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable crime. We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves our leader, who is presumed dead, he'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide. Everyone's gonna...
You guys thought through all this stuff.
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their... We will need to be prepared for whatever may...
I finally made it this far.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who... Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with...
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit... I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers, if it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trick... And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected...
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else...
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself, he was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know, well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother.
I must agree.
Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That...
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them. And thus, the charismatic ace detective.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from the police were no exception. With their management in my pocket.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But flipping it made the After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more support. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that even the government parties have begun splitting up. And they're dissolving just as... The time has finally come. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything... I'll make this country rich for the sake of its...
In other words, you're creating a power...
The public resonates, and for that is my duty as... Your assistance has been very influential in when I become Prime Minister.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country. Perhaps surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my...
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with...
I am thinking about the future, though.
Guess you won't be going to school? Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've... And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans to be perfectly honest, but when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Well, how do I put this?
Well then.
Yeah.
Well... Oh, but...
I'm a sharpshooter at those masquerade, hiding both face and mind, afraid for you to drown. I'm a sharpshooter. What else?
I'm gonna head back then.
Please don't take off my mask.
Phew.
Cut that out!
Okay. Well then.
What is it?
Akechi isn't...
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since...
Conditions have not been met.
What about a...
Conditions have
Since he's going to subjugate everyone...
What about an arena?
Imperial...
Conditions have not been met.
It's no good. I thought we would have gained entry by now.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with... Shido stole the cognitive science research, right?
Is that it? Who knows? There was nothing like that in the note.
Anyways,
I did some light research on him last night, but I...
That man over there is probably a legislator. Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered. He's an admirable man of action. With a first I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in...
An exemplar? It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walk...
Wait, is...
that doesn't look good.
We should leave at 1. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meet. We should all think of...
The criminals calling themselves the However, these scandals only increase our distrust.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be working toward personal gain without...
The elections...
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
In order to save this country that has been tainted...
Ugh.
I'll just add this.
Hey!
Been searching all along.
Last one.
How many do we miss? Perhaps he Right?
That's not something to be... We know all the way up to die.
So you enter keywords into the meta...
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might...
Sure thing.
Guru. Him and his stupid...
So, Akechi, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing... Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was... people off...
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popular...
That was to catch them off guard. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their... That's the same strategy used in Rome.
Why is he being treated as an ace detective?
It's not just on TV or online.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site.
Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just... It should...
They're manipulating information.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later.
Were there any instances before when you didn't...
Well, there was the time with...
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjecture.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by...
There's no way high school students can get an appointment.
Well, we do have an...
No, that's still impossible. Besides...
Well, this...
What's with the ruckus outside?
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
I apologize for the commotion.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward this way. Hurry! By the way, did something happen? It didn't seem well a moment ago.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward... I hope to
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for him.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me. It seems the customer base has changed. This ain't a show.
Get lost, kid.
Damn brat! I'll sue! What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless. Let them go.
What a piece of shit. Wait, he's the same guy.
You're sure? Shido's the one who
Holy sh...
Let's get going.
Shido's the guy who...
What kind of fate brought you two back?
Talk about a destined connect. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't...
God.
Shido was already a politician. He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into...
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter...
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different.
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision, it'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to...
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face, it's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person. He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his...
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stool.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. That's the worst.
I assume the keyword for what he believes the Diet building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon...
Let's head to the Diet building again right after school tomorrow.
Stewing over...
I should write something.
Well then. Yeah.
Where have you been searching all along, facing twilight.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time. But we still...
Think it's a barrier?
Where'd your enthusiasm?
Ah, shut up.
Enough chat. The citizens are secondary. He wants to become Prime Minister. Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you get.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer? It was a match?
What? The Diet Building's what kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's all...
I can't even begin to imagine what it will...
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up!
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall, just in case. Alright. Do it.
Beginning navigation.
Wait!
Hey.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Huh? Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone...
This is beyond
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world? Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward. My father died because of someone like this. We gotta sink Shido instead of this country. A palace with not just the scent. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous. Be careful. This will be complete.
We're definitely gonna take it. All right.
We must put an end to this by December. Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting...
Wait.
You got it.
Let's do it.
Focus.
Indeed.
That's...
It looks like...
You're right. Listen up. Huh? What?
Sona.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Persona! Fiasco! Ravage them!
Ooh, Joker! You're looking cool! It's no good! You can't talk to it!
Let's go!
Beat him up! Hardcore! My other self!
Let's go! Goemon, strike!
You did it, Fox!
Let us fight!
Beat him up!
The finale.
Brighter tomorrow, gathering everyone's opinions and immediately acting upon them in order to make that natural course of action a reality. I will... What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility, working towards personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous. in a reality.
Show me your true form!
Surprise attack successful. We're going to stop this. Luna, aim!
Let's go. Ravage snap!
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Let's go.
All out attack. Persona!
How about this we go? Don't you know? No more art. And that's
Persona!
about and storming where this go to go. Seems like it breaks up out of nowhere. All around you is not what
Satan!
Go! What are you doing? Joker, are you alright? Joker, your health is low! Watch out! Me! Yeah!
diamond sings you, your lost surprise. Think you've got your game planned out. Do it deep.
Sorry,
I'll take the
I'm
floor.
out.
Steps ahead, yeah.
Let's do this!
Step into my way, stand out. It's a trap.
This one!
This is my other self! Goemon, strike!
You did it, Fox!
Everyone, with me!
Beat him up! Not finished here. Nice job, Mona! Okay, let's move on!
All right.
The enemies are gone. We can move ahead.
Let us all we must deal with them. In order to make my service,
Show me your true form!
Surprise attack! Not bad, Mona. Don't move now. All out attack!
Persona! Goemon!
You did it, Fox. Don't move. Be careful.
What?
Persona! Zoro, show your might! Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Let's hurry ahead.
This is... Hey! Hey!
These huge doors are obviously suspicious.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card.
475 people in favor. 0.
I hear something.
Since there is no one
This bill will be unanimous.
Passed? What's going on? Was that...
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on...
Oh, that...
Most likely a meaningless vote. So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that...
So basically, we need to prove that we're...
Let's just go about this rationally.
But what's this qualification?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship? That thought never... Asking around doesn't sound... The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know... True.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me.
Right. We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think this ship is most likely an Ark loaded with... It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. We can at least... It helps that everyone's wearing masks. He must believe that no one shows their true face to any... Well then, let's split... Well then. Hey! You got it. You got it. Treasure chest spotted. Must be something.
Indeed.
Joker. Ah. You got it. Nice. Well then.
Well...
Whoa! Joker!
Still, this is a surprise. The casino earlier looked pretty real too.
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and
Come on, no need to...
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a... Alright. Let's put together...
Huh. Gotcha.
You're right. It seems...
Please hear me out.
Hey, listen! You got it.
It's no use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. Really?
We're up against 5 people. The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner. We get certification from them and obtain keycards that'll serve as letters but only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with.
Whoa, now that's impressive!
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe... Alright, let's get... Hey! Well...
I'll just add this.
Do you need something? The inmate needs our guidance. Let's execute him! Gather them. Let us begin the search. I see. A strong persona. I see. A strong persona indeed. You okay with this? Looks pretty tough. I see. A strong persona indeed. I see. A strong persona indeed. Looks pretty tough.